Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another fabulous speed build. Today I am building a little cute bunny farm in celebration of Easter. I know not everyone celebrates Easter. I don't even know if I technically celebrate Easter, but I do celebrate something and I'm going to tell you guys all about it, obviously, because I need something to aimlessly ramble about. So for the last 3 years, this is going to be our third year and counting, my friends and we do Feaster. I absolutely hate that it is called Feaster. I don't know, it just feels like icky, like coming out of my mouth. I don't know, but it's supposed to be like Friendsgiving, but for Easter. Feaster. There is food and there's a lot of drinking. This year we tried to put together like an Easter egg hunt, like a grown-up Easter egg hunt, but we just couldn't get the numbers together. But I'm really excited. I make a lot of food. I have hosted the last 3 years, typically because just where I live is more centralized for my friends. And one of the reasons it started is because all of us were in college. I obviously recently graduated, but a lot of my friends are still in school. And these are a lot of the people who come are friends from like back home and like from high school. And I've known for probably well over a decade. But, for all of us, because we're all from the same place, it's just too far for all of us to go home, and typically Easter is right around midterms. So, like, you know, you go home, you get there, you're there for Sunday, maybe Monday if you don't have a class, and then you have to zip back. It's really hard. So we do Feaster. It's really fun, and for a lot of us, it's the only time of year we get to see each other. And so I just really look forward to it, and I have recently did like a huge grocery haul. I still have a few more things to go get, but this year, rather than making a ham and like traditional kind of like Easter-esque, maybe even Thanksgiving-esque food, like last year it was like ham, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, asparagus, stuff like that. This year I'm doing appetizers. We're doing cocktails and appetizers this year, and I'm pretty excited. So I have all my stuff for espresso martinis. I make a mean espresso martini, in case any of you are wondering. I am going to make French 75s, which are a big Easter staple. I've talked about those on my channel before. It is like a Prohibition-era bevy. And I'm going to make some sangria, which I'm so excited about. And then in terms of food, get ready for the list. TikTok has been sponsoring the ideas for this freaking Feaster celebration, okay? So my plan is to make, obviously I'm going to make like a fruit tray and a veggie tray because why the heck not? And then I plan on making these, like, they're supposed to be like a take on like a French pastry. I don't know the name of it. I got it confused with this different kind of pastry that's actually Spanish, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? When I was telling my friends, and I was like, oh my god, that's embarrassing, you're right. But I found it on TikTok, and they're like these little puff pastry cups, and then you put like ham and this kind of white cheese and then mustard mayo and like seasoning, and you bind it up, and then they're like little like cuppy bites. I bought all this stuff to like put my little serving trays and whatever. Then I'm gonna make blackberry goat cheese sliders, which I'm really excited about. They're gonna have caramelized onions with like blackberry jam and arugula, and they're gonna be like chef's freaking kiss. So excited. And then I'm making my mom's recipe of like a barbecue meatball thing, but like that sounds like so basic, but these bitches are so delish. So that's what else I am making. And then there was something else. It'll come to me in a second. It will come to me in a second. And then I know for a fact someone else is bringing like buffalo chicken dip. I believe someone's making mini tiramisus for a dessert element because we don't have dessert quite yet, like, figured out, which is like, meh. And I'm just really excited. I have to clean my house. I have to clean my Swedish Snooki Bears, who are laying behind me in their brand new, most fabulous Easter, they're not Easter, they're like pastel spring-esque freaking bandanas, but they're so freaking cute. They're so freaking cute. And I just absolutely love Easter, getting to see all my friends and all of us be together. Like, the older you get, it's just so hard to find time to have all your friends and, like, see all your friends. But not just see them, but, like, for all of us to be together in one place. Like, throughout the year, we'll all see each other, you know, when we can, how we can. But, you know, it's nice to just be together. Especially because, you know, as I said, we can't go home and see our family. So it's nice that we have our chosen family, if you will. But I have just yapped my way through a majority of this speed build. So my plan for this house, as I know that Easter is supposed to be essentially a religious holiday, and not everyone celebrates that religion, and I also am not the most religious gal, so, you know, when I think of Easter, other than, like, its actual purpose, I think of the bunnies, the Easter bunnies. So I was like, I'm gonna make this whole house, like, for a crazy bunny lady. That's, like, my idea. And I imagine it was for, like, a little old lady who loves bunnies. And then there is 2 bedrooms, so I made the second bedroom definitely for, like, her granddaughter to come over, because that is, like, so peak candid. And I'm going to tell you this little Easter story about my grandmother, who is no longer with us. How rude, I know. But, so my Nana was a very grumpy Italian lady, just period. She was very grumpy, and, like, always, like, just, like, talked her shit. Like, love that for her, whatever. She was kind of a judgy queen. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, okay? But we were, like, BFFs. We and my Nana, we got along way better than anyone else. We were just... I was her favorite. It was very known. And I'm not upset about that or apologetic, because I was a middle child, so I deserve to be someone's favorite. Anyway, I'm also a people pleaser by nature. When I was really little, like a really little girl, I liked the Peeps, which are those marshmallow duck... They're covered in sugar, and they're normally yellow, but they also have, like, pink ones, blue ones, green ones. Okay? And they're honestly kind of fucking foul. But when I was a kid, I liked them. I don't know, because, like, what kid doesn't like a sugary sweet treat? But very quickly after, like, I can't even remember the last time I liked these things, okay? So I don't like them anymore. But I was too afraid to say anything, and my Nana loved Peeps. So she was always... buy me Peeps. She's like, me and Tiana are gonna eat her Peeps. And I would choke them down because I didn't want her to be disappointed in me that I didn't like the Peeps anymore. And to the day that woman passed away, she still firmly believed I loved Peeps. And you know what? It feels so good to get this off my chest. And I told my mom once, like, when I was a little older, that I didn't like the Peeps. She's like, just tell Nana. I was like, if you dare say a word to her, I will never forgive you. I will gaslight you. I swear to you, I love Peeps. They're my favorite. But they're disgusting. They're really gross. Okay, let me know in the comments down below if you do like Peeps. And if so, what about them do you find so delicious? Because I think I don't really like marshmallows. Like, personally, I only like marshmallows on s'mores, and even then it's like, I don't know. But, like, I don't like any kind of marshmallow-esque dessert. I could cringe hearing, like, the way that the Lucky Charms freeze-dried marshmallows, like, crunch under your teeth. Literally, makes me shiver. But we all have our thing. I also just love hard candy. One time my mom thought I was, like, going through a little bit of a depressive episode. She's probably right. I probably was. And so to, like, try to make me feel better because she lives so far away from me, she sent a ginormous bag from Amazon with, like, 100 only blue ring pops. Because those are my favorite, okay? Those are obviously my favorite. And I will be getting some of those. You know, I have to do some Easter basket hunting. Because I'm going to make my friends, like, little teeny Easter baskets with, like, just, like, some candy. Nothing crazy. And then, obviously, I have to make my Swedish Nookies Easter baskets. So, you know, I got things to do. But we are coming to the end of this build. We're just finishing up a few last-minute details in the back. I know we zipped around a lot. And I know I didn't talk about the build much. But when do I ever? So, do not fret, because we are going to jump in-game for a live tour right now. Okay, team, we have made it in for our final tour of our build. I don't know if y'all noticed, but peep the bunny statues. Peep all the bunny statues. They're everywhere. I wanted this place to really scream bunny farm, and I do feel like I succeeded to a certain level. But let's go ahead and just do, like, a 360 tour of the entire thing. Obviously, we built in the world of Henford-on-Bagley, which is the world that came with Cottage Living, and I loaded this sucker up with crops, and I just love it. The little gazebo in the back, it's so cute. Anyway, I just love it. The only thing, if I had more space, I would have probably put in some kind of, like, pond, even though I'm really bad at building ponds. But as you can see, the landscaping is all debug Cottage Living, and it's my favorite way to landscape in the entire freaking world. I just like how, like, wildflower-esque it is. These are all just different colors of roses, and then I think these are some sort of daisy, but I am not a flower expert, so forgive me, but that is the whole thing. And there's obviously these little, like, rabbit holes for the wild rabbits. Be careful, though, because if you didn't know, the wild rabbits can kill your sim. And I would hate for you to download and play in this house and, like, have that accidentally happen. But I think it's so adorbs. I like the way it came out. But let's go on in. The vibes were, like, very pastel. I know I didn't talk about the build a lot while I was, you know, building it because I'd be yapping. But I used a lot of the new Crystal Creations stuff pack that we got. And look at how cute this is. A lot of cottage living as well. So we have our little entryway into our living room area. And I just like how, like, a lot of this furniture, in my opinion, feels very, like, collected over the years. Because, you know, a couple years ago when people would just buy their whole furniture set from, like, Rooms to Go. So, like, they had a love seat, a sofa, a coffee table, like, their entertainment system, and, like, everything matched. Or, like, bedroom furniture. Like, it came with, like, 2 nightstands, a dresser, a bed. It all matched. This is, like, I just love this. I use the Nifty Knitting rug to, like, tie all this together, and I never use these chairs from Laundry Day, but I just think this looks so cute. It's giving fun pastel grandma, and I just love that, okay? I really do. Then we have our kitchen area, and I am just obsessed with the cabinets that came with Cottage Living. They are peak, the little farm-style sink I'm absolutely in love with. Then over here, we just have, like, one really huge bathroom. This definitely could be a bedroom. I recognize that because it is just so big. But, like, imagine, like, I would feel, like, so much like that bitch laying in here, reading my little spicy romance novel, toasting in the sun. Peak. I never put my bathroom to my build. I'm so sorry. Then, of course, we have our little girls' room, our granddaughter's room. Obviously, this could be for 2 parents and a child, but it's so cluttered and lived in. I love this little thing from Growing Together. It's just so cute. And obviously, I put a lot of bunnies in as well, because I tried to put as many bunnies as I could in this place. Then we just have Grandma and Grandpa's room, or just Grandma's room. In my head, it was just Grandma. But, you know, it's serving. It's cute. It's a little more understated than the rest of the house. Maybe that's because at one point before Grandpa like, ran away with his mistress or something, like, you know, he had a say in the decor. And then over here we have our little backyard. I absolutely love this pew from Horse Ranch, and then just a little flower arranging table, and then again, the gazebo is out here, and it is just peak. Look at all the bunny statues. I made sure to put one just everywhere. They're all over this house. And I just think it is so cute. But this house is available on the gallery. I think, obviously, I built this in celebration of Easter, which is coming up very soon. But I do think this can have a really fun little storyline to it, especially if you were to put it on a larger lot. Maybe you could have horses as well. And you could just, like, be a fucking bunny farmer and do your knitting and your cross-stitching and stuff. So I think that's really fun. But we are at the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, because you know I love when you do that. If you have not already, subscribe to my channel so you can see a little bit more. And for everyone who is celebrating Easter this upcoming Sunday, I hope you have a very fabulous holiday. However you celebrate it, if you don't celebrate it, I hope you have a wonderful, happy Sunday as well. And with that being said, don't forget to drink your water, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.